Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob, Challenge Roth edition. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by HOKA, Fly Human Fly, SFuels, right fuel, right time, Master Spas, deboer wetsuits, Premium Plus Sports, and our Challenged Athletes Foundation, two-time Challenge Roth champion, Ironman World Champion, Annie Haug joins us. Hi Annie, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks Bob.
My day is always better when I get to chat with you.
Oh, thanks. Nice to hear.
So this year, you went to Ironman Lanzarote and had a 9:06, which is awesome, 2:49 marathon, not a lot of competition there, but the idea was validate, make sure I take care of going to Nice.
Exactly, that was a priority goal. Normally my plan was completely different. I normally wanted to validate via two 70.3s, but then life came in between and I got sick, so I had to change all my plans. And I thought, because I'm anyway kind of living in Lanzarote, that would be the less stressful thing to do, just one race back home and get it done, get the job done.
That is only the toughest Ironman on the planet. It's not, I know you got it done, but oh my God. Where else do you ride uphill into a wind? That thing is, is there a tree anywhere around there? There's not much shade in that course.
No, not really, but we had really great conditions, I must
did
say.
you?
So
Okay.
the wind was very kind to us. And
Okay.
but it's always hard to race where you normally train and know every stone, so you
Right.
know where the wind comes, and it's not always great for your headset.
Yes.
etc.
So last year I looked at your race here and I thought, okay, 54, 439, 244, 821. It's like just 3 minutes off of what Chrissy's world record was. That's a great day. And then Daniela just had one of those days where you
And
just
showed
go,
us, no, it's not good enough.
808. I mean, when you were hearing what she was doing, were you just thinking, what the heck?
Yeah, to be honest, because I wanted to have my time get to the front leaders. But after 30, 40 Ks in a bike ride, I said, no, I don't want to hear it anymore. I want to hear the gap to place 2 because place 1 is gone this day. She was literally flying and there was no way to catch her. So she was on a mission and she did a great, great time. So it will stand for a long time, I think.
What I really enjoy about the racing right now between Laura Philipp and Lucy Charles Barkley and Annie Haug and Daniela Ryf, there's such a respect among all of you. Some days Annie's going to have that big day and is going to win off the front. Other days it's going to be Daniela. Other days it's going to be Lucy. And all you can do is, you had a great race and hopefully next time it'll be my turn.
Yeah, because I think the quality of field is just so amazing and you know what kind of work you put into yourself.
Yes.
So you assume everyone else does the same and
Yes.
it's just, have the best legs on the day and you can do the best preparation and just don't have it on the race day. So you need a bit of luck as well to win a big race, and you can always pull out a great performance, but to win is always something where everything has to fall into place, and therefore you can just give your best and whoever wins it.
Yes. So this year, you weren't planning to do this race. You were dealing with injuries, sickness, something?
Sickness, yeah.
Sickness. And then just last week, was it last week? Did you make the decision?
Kind of, yeah. So a bit after Nice race, where I raced the age group race, I said, okay, that's a bit of time between T100 London.
Yes.
And I wanted to have a really, really good quality race. And I just called Dan and said, look, what do you think about racing Roth? I mean, it's my race, it's my home race, and
yes.
Do you think it could fit? And he said, we will make it fit because you know what it means to me, and I'm super grateful because you make plans and then lives come in between, but new opportunities show up and you have to be thankful, and I really am.
Well, and also, it's after what we dealt with COVID, you don't know when these opportunities are there.
Exactly,
right? Yeah. And you've won the race twice. You love this race. You love this area. And if you could get to the starting line, you want to be on the starting line.
Yeah, but I want to be in a shape where I be competitive. So that was the only thing. I have to make sure that I'm competitive. I know I'm not in my absolute best shape or in the shape I was last year because I'm just missing too much training. But I don't want to miss out. And I think I'm in a shape where I'm at least compatible. And
so you and Laura have raced a lot.
Yes.
Right? And I don't think, I could miss something, but I don't think Laura has ever beaten you. Kona 2023, you were second, she was third. You were second and third here in Roth last year. Kona third and fourth. Daytona second and third, first and fourth, and Kona 91.
We were always back-to-backs.
always 1-5.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, Laura is going, I want to win this race. You want to win this race. And there's other, Laura Zimmerman, we got other people in the race.
Yeah,
but that's what makes this fun for all of the people like me is here's two people who will both want the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants the same thing. It's just a matter who has the best legs, the best mindset on the day and doesn't make any big mistakes on the way because it's a long day, apparently. And yeah, I think Laura's seasoned, like from the outside, it looks almost perfect. So all her plans were really like, she's ticking all the boxes until now. She comes from altitude. So she looks super fit. So yeah, it will be, I mean, if I want to beat her, I better have a really good day.
And obviously the race is played out the same. She's got to lead off the bike and then you catch her somewhere during the run. So do you, in a race like this, do you think I can afford to give X amount of minutes?
No, because I mean, it's a long day. You never know. I mean, no, it's, yeah, you need to get your nutrition right. Everything has to be right, yeah? And
yes.
You never know what the other is able to run. So if you calculate with a 140 something and the other one is running 5 minutes quicker, then your plan is destroyed.
I like it. But if you look at it, last year you ran 244. When you won, you ran 243 in one win and 246 in the other win. So it's pretty consistent, 243 to 246. And that's sort of what you do. And so when you go into this race, you have I'm hopefully going to be running in a mid to low 240s, and then we'll just see what happens.
Exactly, yeah. But you never know if you can pull out. I mean, you're always doubting yourself. You said, oh, I've already run this, but I haven't done this training like last year, so you never know. I mean, in Ironman it's a bit different. You need to depend on your base fitness, so you don't need the long runs, definitely. But yeah, you have to have a bit faith this year and believe that your body still is able to do that.
Yeah, the other thing that's always impressive to me is when you won PTO European Open, you're second in PTO Asian Open, you're able to take the speed that you have and use it for both distances. The short distance, and that short distance obviously carries, short distance, but it carries through to the full distance as well.
Yeah, I'm always a bit unhappy that I can't really take it with me because I think I'm always struggling a bit with my energy intake on the long course because if I can run a 114 on a half marathon, it would be a 228 plus a bit. So I mean,
it should be running should be running like 236. There we go, 240.
Yeah, around 242. That would be, I mean, what I think I could run. But the problem is in Ironman, it's so different because you just don't have energy anymore to run that quick.
Yes.
So in theory, in my head, it still exists. It just has to get out. So I'm trying.
So this year, the women race in Nice. And you obviously have done so well in Kona. And Nice is, you know, you climb really, really well. But I think the thing that makes Nice so difficult is the descents because it's scary. I mean, there's a lot of bumps. We call it road furniture. There's all speed bumps and holes and sheer cliffs. Have you spent some time on that course, sort of checking it out?
I wanted to. That was the reason why I sneaked into the age group race, in the 70.3 age group race in Nice. And I wanted to bring Frank, my manager, to have the weekend to check out the course.
Right.
But then his airplane decided to fly to Nice, turn 3 laps over Nice and go back to Nuremberg again. So I was alone in Nice and all my plans went to zero. And then I did the race with not seeing the course. So I need another try to see it properly. But in the 70.3 race, I could see the downhill at least in race conditions.
Yes.
And yeah, it's tough, it is tough.
It's
because
scary,
it's in the end of the race, so you need to be really fresh in your head as well to do it properly. And yeah, I think it can be like a game breaker. Yeah.
Well, and also it's different if you're by yourself going into those downhills, or if there's a few other folks.
Yeah, and
then
under
you
pressure.
lose momentum. You're under pressure, but also, sometimes a group goes slower than the one person who has a line and just is able to follow their own line.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
so much different strategy when you're talking about uphills and downhills.
Yeah.
Kona, you put your head down and you go.
Yeah.
A different world.
Completely. I mean, especially because you do so much uphill cycling where you're always a bit over your threshold pace,
Yes.
and then you do a lot of downhill, and suddenly your legs feel quite fresh for the run.
Yes.
But you spend so much time on the bike, so the whole race takes maybe 45 minutes longer, and you will feel it in your energy. You feel fresh, but you're not.
What makes this race so special? I mean, you've raced obviously Kona and you've raced all these other races, but there's something special about Roth. Just the crowds, the energy from the crowds, the hot air balloons, the symphony music at the start. There's just something. Every aspect of this is so unique and makes it so fun.
Yeah, you can't really pick one because everything is so crazy about this race. The whole area, the whole Roth area is so involved. I mean, you go to the supermarket, even the ladies working in the supermarket counter, they are dressed, or we were at the petrol station, and the petrol station staff got the t-shirts on. So literally everyone is involved in that race. We have a homestay for my bike fitter here and for my bike mechanics.
Yeah.
And everyone is so into it and loves triathlon, and you feel so welcome. And for me, it's especially because I live literally 80 k's away from here, so it's my home race.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just like the whole atmosphere is so unique. You can't describe it.
Growing up, did you come to this race to watch it as a kid?
Yeah, it was the first race I got into a triathlon, or I knew when I thought of triathlon, I thought about Roth, because it was the only triathlon I know at that time.
Yeah.
And it was, when I grew up, it was the biggest race I could think of.
So who were the big winners and stuff back then?
Lothar Leder.
Lothar Leder, Chris McCormick, Jürgen Zach, all those type of guys.
Yeah. That's what I grew up with, and
And then that sort of propelled you into getting into the sport.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
Annie,
it's always such a treat to see you at a race. I think having you here with Laura makes this race so exciting. Now, can you guys be buddies? Can you be friends when you're racing against each other?
Of course, outside of the race, we are always friends. I think it's a big community because everyone, has a big respect for the other, and everyone knows how much work has to go into that. And everyone is injured, everyone has a bad day, and I mean, we all know what it means to win a race like that. And so obviously in a race you're competitors, but outside of that, I think we're all pretty good friends, and we do respect each other, and
Being 41 and being faster than ever, you've obviously done the right stuff to keep you sharp mentally and physically. How long do you want to race?
As long as I can stand up to my own expectations, I think. I always have these little voices inside my head which telling me I could do better and faster.
Right.
And as long as it reflects my results, I will continue. And as soon as all the work I put in doesn't reflect in the outcome anymore, I think then it's time to go. But I think if you're still so on fire and still triathlon is the most important thing in my life, why should I stop? And I have an absolute great team around me which support me in every bits and pieces. So why should I get slower?
There's no reason to get slower. Just keep getting. Well, then the cool part is you get faster, it tells all sorts of other folks, wait a second, Annie's getting faster at 41. Why can't I get faster?
Yeah, there's no excuse, I think. If you're willing to put all what you have into sport and do the best you can, there's no reason to slow down, I think.
I agree. Annie, thanks so much for taking time. Always such a pleasure to chat with you.
Thank you very much.
Annie Haug has been our guest again. Breakfast with Bob, Challenge Roth edition. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.